A diabetes research and advocacy organization is on a mission to make everyday life better while driving toward cures.
Breakthrough T1D is opening doors that were once closed by type 1 diabetes diagnosis, and now it's hosting the world's largest fundraising and community building event for the T1D community right here in Chicagoland. Michael and Olivia join us with more. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah. Michael, you're the executive director. For people who may say, oh, I don't know Breakthrough, that must be new. You guys have been around for a while, but went through a rebrand recently.
We did, yeah. So for more than 50 years, JDRF really was driving breakthroughs for the T1D community. But what was different is the J and the D stood for juvenile diabetes. And it really did not represent the entire type 1 community, given the fact that 50% of diagnoses now occur in adulthood. I myself was an adult. I was diagnosed at 23 years old. So we took the opportunity to look at the brand to say, how can we make this represent the whole community better? And after several years, we chose Breakthrough T1D.
And with that, what's the major thing that you want viewers to know about what's been going on recently?
I think it's interesting. There's been breakthroughs, as I said, for many, many, many years, and we are not stopping until we can have the final breakthrough of a cure. Type 1 is different than type 2 diabetes, and I think there's some education that we all still need to do as a community, and that's going to be part of this brand rollout as well, making sure everyone understands how they're different and what we are doing to solve the real problem.
And Olivia, you're one of the people that was diagnosed at a young age. Is it 7 years old?
Yes, it is, yes.
Tell us about your story.
So I was diagnosed with type 1 at 7 years old, so very early in life. And it's a strange thing because, you know, usually your childhood is very just carefree. And so it was a very big transition to go from just having, you know, just being a normal kid to then going to have a disease where I have to constantly manage my health and be very on top of my schedule, my healthy, like being healthy, all of the different types of habits. Yeah.
And I think Michael alluded to this, kind of people's confusion between the types of diabetes. But what was kind of for you, Olivia, what was something that was commonly misunderstood about what you were going through?
There's a lot of things. I think there's a couple like harmful stereotypes that can be kind of hurtful to people with type 1 diabetes. A lot of the time people think that you give yourself the disease by just not living a healthy lifestyle, which it's just completely false. You know, it's an autoimmune disease. You can't do anything to prevent it. You can't do anything to stop it. And when you are diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, that does not mean you just can't have sugar. You can live a normal lifestyle. You just have to do a couple extra steps.
And you are a senior now at Fenwick High School.
Yes, I am.
And you're an ambassador.
Yes.
So lucky to have this young woman right here.
I know.
What does that mean to be an ambassador?
So essentially, it's just a way for young people to get involved with the type 1 diabetic community because I think it's so important for young people to understand that they can make a difference and they can join this community, gain support, give support, and just educate the world on what type 1 diabetes is.
And what are some of the things that you do have to go to? You alluded to kind of, you know, extra steps you have to take. Is it like monitoring? And then, of course, I'm sure, Michael, you can talk to kind of the newer breakthroughs, too, around that as well.
Essentially, it's monitoring your blood sugar. So the things you do in your daily life affect that. You know, the things you eat, the different activities you do, how much you exercise, and also, like, emotions and hormones will affect that. So when blood sugar goes high, you have to give yourself insulin, and if you go low, you have to eat something to raise that. And what's really cool about Breakthrough is that they support all this research that gives us such powerful devices like the new insulin pumps, Dexcom CGMs that make managing our diabetes that much easier.
Yeah.
And you guys are raising money constantly for things like that, the research, the things to improve the lives of everyone going through this.
We are. This is our biggest fundraising time right now. We're going to raise about 70% of our annual budget just in the next couple of months coming up. So community events, a big gala at the end of December, tons of money directed towards type 1 diabetes research to do advancements like Olivia's mentioning. So there are automated insulin delivery systems that are relatively new on the market. Certainly were not there 23 years ago when I was diagnosed. That now communicate with each other and monitor your blood sugar and deliver insulin on a regular basis to keep you in a very tight glucose range, which is key to avoiding lifelong complications. This feels like science fiction, and it is now real. We're the beneficiaries of so much of this research that Breakthrough T1D has funded.
Wow, and that's incredible because you're working towards this, helping to make this happen. And one of those big events that's going to raise awareness and money for research is this walk that you have coming up.
It
So,
is.
Yeah, tell us about it. How many people are going to participate? Or can you still sign up? What's going on?
Sure, yeah, so this is the second of our 3. We do 3 walks in all of Illinois. Last weekend was at Montrose Harbor in Chicago. This upcoming Sunday, we're going to be at the College of DuPage in Glen Ellen, expecting close to 2,000 people to attend. It's free to register. You can sign up anytime, walk.breakthrought1d.org. And we hope everyone comes out and joins us, and of course, starts a fundraising page. That's really what it's about, generating revenue to support this research. Come one, come all starts at 8:30 in the morning.
I love that. All right. Well, thank you to you both, Michael and Olivia. The T1D walks across Chicago, October 6th at the College of DuPage, and October 13th, as Michael mentioned, at the East Side Center. For more information, just head to breakthrought1d.org. Or, of course, you can find them on social media, all the handles there you see on your screen.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.